This is a 2005 Chevy Malibu. It has 144,000 miles on it. It's here for routine transmission fluid change every 40,000 miles. It has the T45 transmission in it. This is a filter. Typically the original pan gasket's reusable, but just in case, set the gasket that come out of the box, it's all wrinkled up on a flat surface, and lay some flat weights on it, whether it be even the transmission fluid containers or cardboard box with some weight in it, and that'll flatten the gasket out, just in case you need it. I took the car for a 5-mile drive and brought it back, put it up on the ramps. So the front tires are probably 10 inches off the ground anyway. I'm going to go underneath, take several shop towels, catch the fluid coming out of this pan, in this big drain pan. Then I can just measure what come out of it to get in a ballpark when I'm filling it back up. Is the best bet. Start taking these 12 8mm headed bolts out. 5/16 will fit it. I'll begin with this back corner and progress forward. I've got a good sized drain pan underneath of it. Say if your old pan isn't leaking, manufacturer's gasket's reusable. It's got 2 dowel pins in it. One up front here, it's just rubber or plastic, whatever. One in the back. And I'll get the fluid drain out of it. Took this one, I went ahead and took the back row 3 out first, so I can get clearance between the oil pan, and start work my way forward. I've got 4 out, and these 2 up front loose. Still got one tight in the corner. Slide the pan more centered underneath the transmission pan. I'll loosen that one. And just keep loosening them. You don't want to take them all loose at once, or you'll have a mess on the floor. Pan tilted down some, and just go ahead and hold up on the center and start taking the rest of them out back toward me. Get the pan off of there. Okay, the pan's coming down. Got 1 bolt left. Pan's tilted all the way down to the drain pan. Let most of the fluid out. There's the filter. Debris in the pan looks nominal. Looks good. Be a little bit there. For something I hadn't had the fluid changed in it for a good 40-50,000 miles. There's no metal pieces in it. Fluid's not burned out. Not too much trash in it, debris. Not bad. Yet. I'm going to go ahead and support the back of the filter, take a screwdriver and bring the drain pan a little farther over underneath the pump inlet. There's going to be a little excess fluid come out of the filter. At one end or the other. Possibly. It wasn't bad. Take a hammer and skiddy screwdriver and dent this seal in. Make sure your new filter came with a new seal. And pop it out of there. So a little metal lip, again, just don't bust the housing. Take some brake cleaner and wash all the black residue off of all the workings in here. Degrease your pan with some brake cleaner. And the seal. Make sure it's fluid and grit free. If you see any dents in a pan, if they're too severe, knock them back down. With a flat hammer. There's a little bit of one there. Just take a hammer and tap it back down. Take your magnet and wipe all the grit off of it with a shop towel. The magnet belongs in these two chevron shaped corners to keep out of the way of the filter. Make sure the shop towels you use don't leave any lint. And remove any debris left in the pan. Now to go underneath and spray out the transmission housing and get that seal out of the pump inlet. And along the oil pan with a skinny screwdriver, making it as flat as possible. Get underneath of that and cave it in a little bit. Use a little bigger screwdriver to work it loose a little bit more. It's not bad, it's just clean up any debris. Make sure there's no lint left over. And it's just as smooth and not got any gouges from hitting on it. May or may not need a socket. Yeah, I'll take some spare transmission fluid and line that. Got it pretty cleaned out from all the black residue left over from the old fluid, clutches stuff. Got some fresh transmission fluid on the seal. There's a burr on that. That could cause a problem cutting the seal. Should be a pretty smooth transition. Put it in there till it bottoms. Looks good. I'll take a clean rag that's lint free and wipe this face off again with some brake cleaner on it and start slipping the pan and the bolts back in and tighten the bolts in a crisscross pattern to 9 foot-pounds. Make sure your magnet's in the right place. The pan's back on. I'm coming over to the passenger side, right where the exhaust and the oil pan are. And there's an 11mm plug right below where the passenger side drive axle goes into the transmission. So let's just follow the pan over to the passenger side till it makes a turn. And here's our level plug. And I'm going to take that loose. I'm going to stick it back in, just turn it a couple turns, make sure it's there. I'm going to take what fluid come out of this, measure it. I drained the transmission fluid into 5-quart oil containers. It's got about 6¼ quarts, 6½. I was expecting about 7. I drained the transmission filter into it too. It holds half a pint itself. So I can get 6 quarts without causing a problem easily. And I expect about 7½ to 7 to top it off. Hot. 6½ maybe. I'm going to go ahead and pour 6 quarts. I'll be using Dexron 6. It's an upgrade from the Dexron 3 that was in it originally. The fuel cap is down underneath the air cleaner and the battery cover. Dig that out of there. Clip the battery cover. And the fuel cap on this one is black. I stuck a clean funnel. I verified it was clean all the way to the end of it, down into the hole for adding transmission fluid. I'm going to pour 6 quarts into it of Dexron 6. I put an extra ½ quart in it, so I can let the excess out if there is any. I'm going to start it up and let the car warm up to operating temperature. And park it on a level grade, or at least level the car. And the motor's up to operating temperature, but transmission fluid isn't. I'm going to sit with it in gear for a few minutes. I need to get the transmission fluid temperature up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Is the target for it to start running out of that overflow hole. And a lot of times just sitting with it in gear will do it when it's cold out. Got the transmission fluid temperature up to a little over 100 degrees. The pan temperature. And I want to put it through all the gears and wait a few seconds in between each gear. Then go out and take the plug loose and see if any fluid runs out. I've parked the car on a little bit of a hill. The back's up on the hill and the car ramps are down the hill, so it's reasonably level. I want to be reasonably quick about shifting through the gears and then taking this plug out. And I've got 7 quarts in it so far. It looks like it's starting to run out of it. 7 quarts in it. That's where I want to be at. Put some silicone on the threads of your plug and put it back in there. Check the transmission pan temperature again. Good. Right where I need to be. 7 quarts in it. 6 3/4, somewhere in there. Check your pan for leaks. Fix any problems. Wipe up the mess. I got a drain pan underneath of it catching any excess. Once you're satisfied, put your fill cap back on. And battery cover if you removed it. Anything else, snug it down. Good to go. Give it a little running.